A Mosaic of Moments by Maura Luxford of Burnt Bridge, 2440. Narrated by Janine Penfold. What made me? A constellation of earth, water, fire and air in the form of Marie and Kevin Luxford. My salt of the earth parents born between two world wars. People of service with a powerful devotion to an unseen God who was put before their own needs again and again, often at great cost to themselves. What made me was the desire in me to create family. I witnessed the not negotiable traits in my parents and grandmother that put family first again and again. What made me were the moments living on farms and droving in the outback when my mother, with 9 kids to care for, took time to bookend our days with prayerful devotion to Our Lady and Jesus. She lined up the 9 of us to stand before holy pictures of Jesus and Mary, while we, with some variance in our levels of devotion, sailed through our Hail Marys and Our Fathers. These moments found a home deep in me, and to this day bring peace and solace to my heart. They help me see the unseen helpers in life that are a breath, a prayer, a pause away at any time. They aided me in my humanity to feel grounded on this earth and sense a myriad of roots deep below, helping me be steady above ground and daily reaching for the light. They gave me a sturdy stance, so when the gale force winds of life beat against me, I withstood and lived on. What made me were moments when the fire of life roared through me this past 6+ decades on earth, stripping away people I loved. These were times when my children died, my parents died, my dear friends died, my body broke down and was rebuilt. My marriages died, money came and went, farms and homes were lost, and families fractured. This mosaic of moments and more made me. The visceral burning heat and stone cold of these moments made me. It penetrated my very bones. I was compelled to find love, light, and a way forward through the decades of death and loss. To lay my heart on the moments where I could choose to live and not let loss lead. To choose love in the little moments and breathe in life in all her glory. What made me were the countless moments where I chose to be happy in the face of profound loss and grief. I chose to get up early and stand in the early morning light and let the darkness peel back on the horizon and reveal the light of a new day and breathe that in for sustenance. I chose to stand in that light and breathe it into my very bones. I chose this again and again and again. At times when I had permission in my grief to crawl deeper into the darkness and take all the time in the world to be still in there, to not be out in the world or of the world. I had permission to sink into the deep, dark soil of grief and stay there. Those choices, moment by moment, made and remade me. What made me was feeling the truth of the immense loss and at the same time choosing to lose myself in the smile of my surviving children. When I looked deeply into their eyes, I saw the promise of a seed, the face of a flower, the song of a bird, the lightness of a butterfly landing. I saw the light and love of my dead daughter in their faces and her liveliness. What made me was learning that love never dies. The love we shared lives on in the memories long after the body is gone. What made me was knowing my job was to remember, to open my heart and feel fully, to not shy away from big feelings, but allow them, as I would a mighty ocean wave breaking on the foreshore. Allow and let it be. Witness the powerful might of the moment and stay grounded. What made me were the moments when in my grief I knew I needed to lay empty and wait for the warmth of the sun to warm my inner soil before I could feel again. What made me was the innate trust I have in the turning of the seasons. This too shall pass, was whispered within me again and again. I trusted these words as much as I trusted the sun to rise and set. This moment will turn. It won't last forever. The slow turning wheel of time made me. What made me was generations of family members gardening with trust that the tiny seed being placed within well-nourished soil will bear for us. Trusting that something so tiny will grow strong and that all it needed to achieve was contained within that tiny little seed from the beginning. The elements conspired with the seed and soil to bring it to fruition and fullness. That indeed is a miracle. What made me is a belief in miracles. Every day, opening myself to the seeds of love, wanting to be planted in the soil of my soul. Every day being ready to receive, to nourish, to bring those seeds to the fullness of their expression is what made and remade me again and again and again. The end.